years ago today, it was a Valentine's Day to remember, not because of roses, chocolates, and romantic dinners, though.
A major ice storm struck central Illinois, leaving thousands without power for days. The storm caused millions of dollars worth of damage. Jack?
Yeah, so we had power lines that were down. Most people lost power for about a week. Yeah, it was just a major storm that came through.
Yeah, my father-in-law was actually working for the power company at the time. And
really?
He was like gone for like weeks. Solid.
Yeah, because it's like they had to clean up for weeks afterwards, even though power got restored. But yeah, I've got some graphics that I prepared for us because it was actually pretty interesting, the forecast leading up to it. So first off, though, we have freezing rain. That's how that ice all formed. And freezing rain happens when you have a warm layer of the atmosphere almost from the cloud all the way to the ground, but really close to the ground. It's actually colder than 32 degrees, and that's why you have rain droplets coming down the entire time, and then it freezes on contact to the cold surface of the ground because it's below 32. So on the 14th of 1990, this freezing rain event lasted for about 18 hours, which is just a crazy amount of time for you to keep on accumulating ice. Almost 2 inches of ice was accumulated, which is a ton.
Yeah, it is.
So that is millions of extra pounds across central Illinois in terms of it being on roofs and trees and everything like that. So that's why it caused so much issues.
That's an ice rink. I mean, you could skate on that.
Yeah, it's thick ice. And so that caused about $12 million in 1990s numbers. So it was definitely a big storm in the area. And again, people lost power for about a week or so. A couple of things about it, though, which is pretty interesting. We do have this next graphic showing up here that we have some of the issues with that. There was a freezing rain advisory that was issued by the National Weather Service before the ice started, but the severity and the duration of it was not expected. So we just kind of thought it was going to be a little bit of some drizzle, maybe some freezing rain, but there was a warm front that was supposed to go north, and it just never did. And so that's caused a lot of issues with the forecast. You know, sometimes, we are still trying to predict the future, and Mother Nature doesn't always agree with what we think is going to happen. So that was hard to do. We also did have, as you can see here, we do have some other issues with the forecast as well. And like I said, that front did not move farther to the north. So we were forecasting, or back in the day, they were forecasting temperatures to be into the middle 40s, and it actually never rose above 32 degrees. That was an issue there. There's an example of what we'd be looking at. The warm front just never moved, and so you have just to the north of the warm front, where you have some of the different mixing of the atmosphere there with the cool air and the warm air. You just got that freezing rain, and it just did not move. And so, like I said, it was expected to move north, and it just never did. And so one of the reasons why, a couple of reasons why actually, which we take for granted nowadays, is that our latest forecast models are much more accurate. We are using late 80s and early 90s forecasting models and technology, and this is pretty technical, but the radar that we use across the whole nation is called the WSR 88D, and the 88 stands for 1988, when the technology first became available. But it actually wasn't deployed nationwide yet until the 90s, and so the latest radar wasn't installed here in Illinois just yet. And so as a result, we couldn't see some of the fine-tuned details that we can now with our radar. So they would have been able to modify the forecast had they been able to see it better. And then they just couldn't because it was 1990.
Yep, back in the 6th grade. I remember that very well.
And people tried to kind of continue on and, with their day-to-day lives as much as they could, right?
Yeah.
During this time?
Yeah, but it's hard to.
Well, why don't we take a look back at the vault where WCIA 3's Marta Carreira reports on people seeking shelter, like Aaron mentioned.
It took a lot longer to get home tonight. Police have been directing traffic at blackout intersections. As night set in, central Illinois residents without power tried to check into hotels, at least those with power, but most of the rooms are already booked. Adding to the chaos in Champaign-Urbana, the area hardest hit by the ice storm, the state high school wrestling tournament is being held this weekend.
The first motel I stopped in, they had no electricity. The desk clerks were bundled up like polar bears, and I thought, well, this is no improvements.
The phone company was lucky to get 14 rooms for out-of-town crews spending the night.
We're here probably from anywhere from 3 to 5 days. So we don't know when it's going to stop, when we're going to go home.
Those those who can't afford a hotel room are taking
It
refuge
started a little
at
bit
the
later
Red
on in
Cross
the
shelter
evening.
in
Yeah.
Urbana.
We will be here. We will be feeding people at appropriate meal times. It's open to the public. This is for anybody that needs it because of the power problems.
Calling because we don't have any power over at the shelter and we don't have any heat.
And there's one story after another of people needing help. Bobby Thomas phoned the hospital this morning because her 2-year-old boy was being released. The child is in need of special medication, and the family has already left one shelter because of the power outage. Now the Red Cross is their only hope.
Because I have a 2-year-old that's in the hospital and he's getting discharged from the hospital today, so since we don't have any power, we're going to have to come over here. So there's nowhere else for us to go.
Many are grieving.
They fed me. They gave me a newspaper. They checked my medical things. It's just like being home.
Just like being at home. Oh, hey, buddy. He didn't like that, I guess.
No.
I'm sure those people didn't enjoy it either.
Yeah, like I said, some people were without power for a week. Our own producer, Scott Andreessen, he was saying, we went to the Quad Cities on the weekend because I think it was a Thursday was when it actually happened. It started later on in the evening, and then they went out of town, came back, and you're still without power.
Oh,
yeah.
Not good.
So Jack, if you saw a system like this coming through today, what did we learn from this last time? What would you tell people to do differently?
Well, the good thing is that we really shouldn't be caught off guard like they were as bad. I mean, obviously, sometimes we miss forecasts, but we really shouldn't miss something that bad. I mean, there was 18 hours of freezing rain when they thought they were going to have temperatures in the middle 40s. That's a big miss, and that just goes to show you that the technology today is just so much better than what it was 30 years ago. So we would still, be making sure that people would allow extra time to get home, and we probably would have schools cancel early and people would be leaving their offices early. It'd be pretty much the same thing that we always say in these types of situations. If you don't have to go anywhere, don't go anywhere.
Yeah.
Just stay hunkered down.
There you go. Well, thanks, Jack.
Thank you.
We think it's cool today, but that just goes to show it can always be worse.
And always be worse.
Right.